Over the past month, a lot of cruise ships have moved around and have new home ports now, so stay tuned to figure out what ships moved and where they went.
At the end of it all, I'll still be there for you.
Welcome back for another video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Brandon and I bring you cruise vlogs, cruise news videos, and discussion videos, kind of bringing you everything that's going on in the cruise industry. So if that piques your interest, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click the little bell to be notified every time I upload. And anyways, into today's video. Whether it's seasonal, permanent, or because of the arrival of a new ship, a lot of cruise lines will move around some ships just into new home ports. And in April and May of 2019 was no exception, as we had a lot of ships from all three of the major cruise lines that all moved to new home ports. Alright, so we're going to start out with Norwegian. Norwegian Dawn moved to New York City doing Florida and Bahamas cruises throughout the summer. We have Norwegian Pearl and Norwegian Getaway that have moved to Southampton to do Baltic cruises. Epic, Star, and Jade have all moved to the Mediterranean and will do the Mediterranean cruises for the entire summer of 2019. Of course, we all know that Norwegian Joy moved to Alaska this summer after being pulled out of Asia. She joins her sister Norwegian Bliss. And then we also have Norwegian Breakaway that just moved into Miami just a few weeks ago. From Royal Caribbean, we did have Harmony of the Seas and Mariner of the Seas both arrive in Port Canaveral. That was a huge deal for Port Canaveral. Mariner is replacing Enchantment, doing 3 and 4 night Bahama cruises. And then Harmony of the Seas is replacing Oasis, doing 7-night cruises out of Port Canaveral. Oasis has been moved to the Mediterranean for the summer. At the end of her summer season in the Mediterranean, she's going to get a huge refurbishment, and after that, she's going to make her way down into Miami for the winter season of 2019. Allure of the Seas has moved from Miami and back into her original home of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. As I said, Mariner of the Seas replaced Enchantment of the Seas in Port Canaveral. Enchantment moved over to Galveston to do quick cruises out of Galveston, Texas. Liberty of the Seas is still over there, hasn't moved, hasn't really gone anywhere in the last few years. We've got Brilliance, Serenade, Independence, Vision, Rhapsody. A lot of Royal Caribbean ships have moved over to Europe for the summer. Whether it is Baltic cruises or Mediterranean cruises, there's a lot of different ones. Royal Caribbean usually sends a lot of ships out to Europe for the summer. Ovation of the Seas has made her big Alaska debut. She was originally in Asia and Australia, and now she's doing Australia in the winters, or our North American winters. It will be Australia in summer. And then at the end of that season, she makes her way back up to Alaska. It is the largest ship in Alaska this year, pretty much exactly similar in size to Joy and Bliss though. So that's really cool having a Quantum class ship over in Alaska. And also joining her is Radiance of the Seas, who does the exact same thing, Australia and Alaska cruises, each season just kind of alternating. Explorer of the Seas has moved from Asia and is now in Europe for most of 2019 and will be brought over to the States in next year of 2020. And we also have Adventure of the Seas joining Anthem of the Seas in New Jersey. And finally, we're going to move on to Carnival Cruise Line. So with the arrival of Carnival Sunrise, Triumph is no more. Triumph has moved from her former home port of New Orleans. Carnival Sunrise has moved to Norfolk, Virginia, and is doing a couple cruises, and then going to make her way up to New York City for the summer of 2019, and then down to Fort Lauderdale as her permanent home in the fall. To replace Triumph over in New Orleans, we have the Carnival Glory that's been brought over. Carnival Dream has left New Orleans as well, so New Orleans is getting 2 new ships for this season. Dream has made her way over to Galveston to join the Vista and the Freedom, and the Valor has been brought over to replace the Dream over in New Orleans. So New Orleans now has the Valor and the Glory. Carnival Magic and Conquest have swapped spots, and Magic is now doing cruises out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Carnival Conquest is doing cruises out of Miami. So originally Sunshine was in Port Canaveral. She's moved her way up to Charleston, South Carolina to replace the Carnival Ecstasy. Carnival Ecstasy has moved down to Jacksonville, Florida to replace the Elation. And the Elation has come down to Port Canaveral, Florida to replace the Sunshine. So a bit of a triple switch with ships there in those 3 home ports. So those are all the notable changes and home port switches from the 3 major cruise lines. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it was kind of informative to let you know what ships went where and what's going on in the cruise industry. If you enjoyed this kind of video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below because I bring you a video like this every single week, as well as cruise vlogs on Mondays and Fridays. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Next video, we kick off the Carnival Horizon videos with our ship tour video, so don't miss that, and I will see you for that video. Thanks for watching.